What's going on YouTube? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. We're going to look at Link, Digibyte, and OMG. That's what I'm going to have time to get into today, those six. But first of all, yesterday I was doing some reading. I had some time and I wanted to read Trading on Momentum. It's a book that I picked up and I wanted to share something with it from this book here with you guys, because for me, I really stopped watching YouTube videos and, reading the chat rooms and all that type of stuff about a year and a half ago. And I just really focused on my trading and paying attention to price action, because when you really get into those chat rooms, the hype and the FOMO and also the despair that you'll see, it can really mess with your trading. And to me, I just like to specifically look at the price action and go from there. So just be careful about watching too many videos and getting too many different opinions on things. Just really look at this price action. That's why I started technical analysis. But what I want to share with you from this book, it says chat room news hypes. Tell me if you've ever heard this before. The news isn't really that great. I don't see why people are bidding this stock price up so high. The translation of that, I didn't enter this trade because I hesitated. So I have to rationalize not entering to myself to make myself feel better. Or am I short this stock now and I want to scare people into selling their shares? Or I may read this stock is going to the moon. This is the last time you'll ever be able to get this stock in single digits. This translates to I'm in the stock already and I am trying to get you to buy it too, so I have someone else to sell it to. As you can see, these comments again are not for your benefit but for theirs. They are said to serve their originator's motives. Be cautious of comments in the room and trade what is before you. Enter fast and leave fast is what this book talks about. And that's where we've talked about taking profits and not being afraid to take profits when they're staring at you. I mean, just recently, guys, I did a small Omisego play. I was buying them around $1.72. Price spiked up. I sold out at $5.78, somewhere in that price. It continued to go up even farther, up to around that $7 before it started coming back down to around that $5, and now it's up around $6. But when you're staring at a profit like that and you're up 80-90% in a day, always take your profits, because most likely that's going to be coming back down at least halfway. It always happens in this space. When anything goes straight up, it's going to have that retracement before it potentially moves again. So I think that's really important to pay attention to. Don't clog yourself up with all the chat rooms and so much YouTube videos that it just fogs your mind. Just really look at this price action, guys, and that's what I'm trying to do for you here today. So if you get some from this, we're going to dig into this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's dig into Bitcoin here on the one-day time frame is what we're looking at. So we are still in this rising channel right now. We are at the bottom of the rising channel, and I'm zoomed out right now just so we can really look at the big picture of Bitcoin right now. We're at the bottom of this channel, which was also correlating with this 30 EMA right here, which we did find support off of, but it didn't come with a lot of volume. And I want you all to be aware of that, because for us to go test the top of this channel and also try to get over top of this 12,530, it's going to take a lot of volume, and I'm not seeing that right now. Okay, so that's something, guys. We need that volume to be stepping in, because this is a major overhead resistance area, and for us to break through it, it's going to take a lot of buying pressure. So right now, number one thing we're going to pay attention to is holding this bottom part of the channel here, and also getting back up and having a candle close up above our 15 moving average, and that's going to be in white here, and also staying up above that 30 moving average. If we are to dump down through here, I'm going to look at $10,508. That's the area that we desperately would need to hold if we do have one of those dumps. Okay, guys, because that was our previous overhead resistance that took so long, this long symmetrical triangle. We finally broke up through it. We would not want to drop back down through that. Okay, so those are the areas I would most likely set alarms with as well. Like we said, to the upside, you're going to be looking to see if we can get over top at 12,530. Now, if we take a look at the RSI, we're at 56 right now. Lower highs, lower lows have been coming in. What I'd look for is a trend line break out of this yellow line. That could show us, if it came on volume, that we may get that continuation move over top of 12,530. But right now we have not broken out through that. So we need to be aware of that. And also, as price was rising, we also had that negative divergence that was coming in. If we take a look at TradingView, we have a 5 sell, 9 neutral, 14 buy, oscillators 2 sell, 8 neutral, and a 1 buy, and the sells are coming from our momentum. We have a little loss of momentum right now. We're a negative 37, and our MACD right now is a sell. Okay, so we just need to be aware, if you're a long-term holder investor, the trend is still up. This is where you want to continue to hold. I know some shorter-term guys were taking some profits, and they're probably waiting for a great opportunity to jump back in the market. So that's going to be Bitcoin right now, guys. Next one we're going to get into is Ethereum. We finally got back up over top of that $400 mark. We're at 403.23 right now. And if we take a look at this, we have found support off this 30 moving average. We basically had almost a Harami candle, but we didn't get continuation the next day. We're trying to get that today. Same deal. We need more volume to come in. Lower highs, lower lows coming in on the RSI there. We're at 56. You can see how we're trying to start to curl up to the upside. But like we talked about, guys, to really get back up over top of this 15 moving average now that we have lost, you can see we're wicking up to it right now, trying to test that. It's going to take volume, and it's going to take volume to get back up over top of that 417 that we lost as support, and that's why we turned it red here. So we want to continue to try to hold around $392. If we lose that, we're going to be looking at about $372. Then it'd be down around that $332. Those are our downside targets. Upside targets, we need to break up over top of $417, then be up above that $443 is what we're going to try to target there. And this has just been an explosive move for ETH, guys. I mean, you can't complain when Ethereum, when it broke out of its symmetrical triangle, was around $244. So we're doing really well right now, and these markets need time to cool down. Overall summary, 5 sell, 8 neutral, and a 15 buy is what we're looking at there for Ethereum. So really keep a close eye on those levels, guys. Next one, we're going to move into Litecoin. LTC's at 61.91 right now. And what we're trying to do for Litecoin, trying to hold this 15 moving average. So we're a bit above like Bitcoin and Ethereum, because we're actually still trading up above that 15 as of today right now. That's important that we hold that today. Same deal, we need more volume to come in. And if we are able to get this little move to the upside, what I want to see is more volume coming in as we're gaining strength on this RSI and we're holding this 15 right here. This would be nice if we can get a nice candlestick pattern, try to break up through 63.75 is going to be the overhead resistance. If we can crack that, it's going to be up around 67.56. Downside targets, if we do start falling where we wicked down to last time, I'd look down around 57.08 to hold for support. If that doesn't hold, then we could be looking down to this 60 moving average around 53.46 right there, and the RSI is at 57. If we take a look at our trading view, our technicals, we have a 3 sell, 9 neutral, and a 16 buy. Sell for the oscillators, 2 sell, 8 neutral, and a 1 buy is what we're looking at there. And this is a position I'm still sitting in as well. I ended up getting that position at like 54.60. So I'm just sitting patiently waiting to see if we can get that next leg to the upside. And if we don't, I got to break even, stop on it, and it is what it is. And you look for the next opportunity. So that's going to be Litecoin, guys. We're going to move into Link next. Link's at 15.12. And with Link, we have had a lot of selling pressure. So I want you to be aware of that. We have these tri-tops up here, these wicks, and then we had a bearish engulfing candle here, and we really got pushed to the downside. And what we were looking at is to see if we could get a nice strong candle on heavier volume. We did get a nice candle here. This is like a bullish piercing pattern, almost close to a bullish engulfing, but we didn't get there, but a bullish piercing pattern. So now we have to see as if this is the bottom for Link right now. So we wouldn't want to drop much below 13.79. We're going to want to try to hold that now and have this be our bottom so we can go start moving back to the upside and try to get over top of this 15 moving average, which is going to be around 16.02. You can see we're having a bit of a doji candle, a lot of fight. We tested it today. We may move sideways for a while, but this is one, you know, guys, I haven't started layering back into it yet, just in case we do have a little bit lower retracement around that 13.82 and then potentially back down around that 13. But I'll have to see what happens with the price action today and what we do with this 15, if we can get a close up above that. Because if we do with volume, it could get us back to around that 13.34, and that could be a nice little trade in itself. But overall, the RSI is still moving to the downside. It's at 57 right now. We're below our 15, we're finding support off our 30, and we're up above our 60. If we take a look at the technicals, we have a 6 sell, 9 neutral, 13 buy, oscillators 2 sell, 8 neutral, and a 1 buy. Momentum a sell, MACD is a sell right now, is what we're looking at for Link. And guys, whenever things go straight up, you're always going to get that retracement. Last time we got a nice retracement back into the 30. We hit the 30 again. That's something I really talked to you all about. It's a good spot to put those bids in at after a massive pump when we've caught some air. Put those bids back around the 30, back around that 60, and sometimes you can catch a wick and really get them, and it can treat you nice. So that's a little trick I wanted to put out there for y'all. So that's going to be Link. If you get something from that, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're going to move into Digibyte next. Digibyte's at 3 cents. And what we're trying to do with Digibyte here, this would be nice if we could get a candle close like this on some heavier volume. This would be a bullish engulfing candle. We have not closed for the day yet, but I'm going to keep my eye on that. A bullish engulfing off the 30. RSI starting to move to the upside. What we're missing here is a little bit more volume. We want to see that heavy volume coming in so that we can get up over top of 0.03243, and then it's going to be up to around that 0.03673 right up here where we basically had those tweezer tops right in that range. But that's what we want to see there, a nice bullish engulfing candle. See if we can get continuation to the upside, have that be our higher low, come up there and set a higher high is what we're going to be trying to do. For Digibyte right now, taking a look at the technicals, we have a 3 sell, 10 neutral, 15 buy. Oscillators are dead neutral there. So this is actually looking a little stronger than some of the other coins right now. If you take a look at that, we had a nice strong breakout of that symmetrical triangle. So that's looking decent right there, guys. Let's just wait to watch where that candle closes today. That'll be important. And then let's get into OMG. OMG's at $5.94. Extremely long wick up here. A lot of profit taken. This is when I was talking to you guys when I was taking my profit. That wick was 34%. So for me, and then we had basically a doji candle, a long leg doji candle after that, a shooting star candle after that. So I would not be shocked if in the days to come we either move sideways to cool everything down. Our RSI is still at 82, still going crazy. RSI is starting to move to the downside here, but I wouldn't be shocked if we went back to that 15 moving average around $3.56 if we have a decent retracement out of here. I think it'd be healthy for us to go back to that area. But we were watching, and why I picked up mine around that $1.72 average when we really started to round out down in this area is what I was looking at. Right in here, that rounded bottom, then we got an explosion to the top. And another reason I'd look down around this 15 too is because previous resistance was around 295. We'd want to turn that into support. But congratulations to everyone who also played a little Omisego there. Mine was just a tiny position, but it was nice little profit there. So I'm happy about that. Wanted to bring this to you all. Just be patient. Wait to see if we get that retracement for Omisego. I wouldn't go chasing anything right now, but God bless each and every one of you. Take care.